Hello and happy Thursday. I hope that you are all doing well and staying safe this November 8th. Today, I wanted to share with you yet another wonderful practice and meditation that I learned during my spiritual retreat up at Flathead last week. Kelly Addy, who is a licensed local pastor at Big Fork, Montana, taught us an incredible combination of lectio divina and breath prayer that goes along with Psalm 46, verse 10, I believe. Yes. Yep. So I would love for you to just, again, practice that deep breathing like we talked about a few days ago. And I would love for you to just center yourself in whatever way feels best for your body and your spirit. Let's get your feet planted on the ground. Maybe take some few deep breaths. And I'm going to read for us Psalm 46, verse 10. Be still and know that I am God. Be still and know that I am. Be still and know. Be still. Be. How does that feel? I hope that you are feeling more centered, more grounded, and more at peace. And I wanted to give you some more comfort and encouragement in addition to that lectio divina and breath prayer exercise that we just did together. And that is actually to break down the meaning and the background of Psalm 46, specifically verse 10, but the entire chapter as well. You know, most scholars across the spectrum believe that this is something that was written, a poetic song, poetic phrase that was addressing Israel in the midst of war. In the midst of a war zone, a battle, where Israel was up against just another mighty people, and that this was God speaking to the people of Israel. And the big takeaway for me in this one is that when we read verse 10, be still and know that I am God, the original Hebrew root of that verb, be still, or that command, be still, it actually doesn't mean be quiet. It means let go. So the appropriate phrase from the original Hebrew really means let go and know that I am God. It is a completely different command, direction from Yahweh that the people would have understood. Let go. So what does that mean for us? Well, I don't know about you, but oh man, we are in the midst of so many challenges and conflicts, and I feel like we are in a war zone in 2020, in the midst of this political election. in the midst of so much uncertainty with COVID. The numbers are rising here in Montana every day. Our highest record in a day was 733, and the previous highest day was like 500. So I feel like we are in a time of war where there is all kinds of chaos. But the Lord our God is speaking to us in this time, just like the Lord was speaking to Israel. And what God is saying is not merely to be still, be quiet, or even just to rest, to do nothing. But God is commanding us and them to stop fighting, to cease striving. That is a much more appropriate translation. When I am fearful, when I feel like things aren't going well, or when I feel like things are out of my control, I want to hold everything with a tight fist, right? I want to over function with micromanaging, trying to hover, staying up with anxiety, just being so scared, because again, it's a trust issue. And the more I can convince myself and my false, unhealthy self, the more I try to fix the problem and control the situation. Loved ones, there is so much in this time that we cannot control. So we can focus on what we can control, absolutely. But we can also be mindful of the things that we are not in control of. The things that ultimately God is working on and for and with and on our behalf. God is doing the things behind the scenes that we cannot even see. So in light of that verse, a modern day translation would be this: stop striving, fighting, and trying to do things on your own. Stop stressing about the battle ahead and trust me, your God. For I am the Lord. I am your refuge and your strength, your ever-present help in times of trouble. You have nothing to fear or worry about when I am with you. I will fight your battles and deal with your enemies. Get out of the way, step back, breathe deep, and acknowledge who I am and what I can do. For I am the great I am. So let me be God, and don't try to do that job for me. Be patient, be still, and let go. So I pray that that is a blessing to you as much as it is a blessing to me. I am just preaching and encouraging myself. Be good to yourself. Remember, we are in a tough time. Be drinking your water, be wearing your mask, be washing your hands, get a good amount of sleep, take your vitamins, eat your broccoli, eat that spinach, help with your immune system, and let yourself be okay when you are feeling weary and exhausted. But don't try and overfunction. If you feel like you're losing control, the reality is you didn't have control in the first place. It was just easier to convince yourself and lie to yourself that you did. We never did. But let God go to work on your behalf. So let's take one more breath together. Let go and know that I am God. Have a wonderful rest of your Thursday, loved ones.